Today's Everyday AI video is another in the series of NotebookLM demonstrations, because NotebookLM is one of the most powerful AI tools I've ever seen. You have to do absolutely nothing to it except use its built-in functionality, which is absolutely mind-blowing. So if you haven't watched the previous videos, because I show you how to set up NotebookLM, how to create quizzes and study guides and infographics, and the list goes on. Today, I want to show you the video overview function. So let's jump into NotebookLM. There are my series of notebooks, as you can see, and today I want to go back to the PwC Global CEO reports. So I'm jumping in here, and for this video explainer, I chose to use all of the sources. Now again, as with everything that you do within NotebookLM, you can use one, you can use two, you can use however many you want. But I used all of them for this one, and I've previously created it, so you didn't have to wait and watch while it creates. It creates in about 5 to 7 minutes maybe, sometimes a little bit less depending on the number of sources that it has to digest and put together. So in less than 5 minutes, using 5 sources, what I did is I asked it to create this explainer video using my color scheme. Well, how did I do that? This is the custom prompt that I used. To do that, I went into Video Overview, I hit the little pencil button, and it came up with my choices. I chose to do the full explainer video. You could also do a brief video. I did it in English. You could do it in a number of different languages, and I did a custom visual style. You can choose the visual style that you like. I tend to do a custom one, and in the custom visual style, I said appropriate for the C-suite. So that's the prompt that I gave it, and here's what it came up with. It's 7 minutes long. I'm not going to play all 7 minutes, but I want to play a couple of minutes so that you get the idea. And again, all it did is it took my source material, it wrote its own scripts, it created its own graphics. It used some of mine, but it created some of its own, and we'll see how we go. You can play it in full screen, but the way that I've got my demo set up, I can't do that. So I'll make it as big as possible here and play it.
All right, let's talk about leadership in what is, without a doubt, a decade of radical change. If you're a leader and you're feeling the constant pressure of disruption, well, you're in good company. Today, we're going to break down the playbook for what's coming and how to navigate it.
So, let's jump right in. The whole game right now is being shaped by 3 huge interlocking forces.
I'll pause here. This is actually my IP. This came from one of the source pieces of source material, the 3 disruptions powering the decade of radical change, and that graphic. So that's where it came from. It pulled my graphic as is into this explainer video. But the rest of the graphics, those are graphics that it created itself.
And getting your head around these isn't just an academic exercise. It's really the foundation for every strategic call you're going to make. We're about to unpack each one.
Okay, first up, let's get a handle on what we even mean by a decade of disruption, because it's not just one thing. It's a whole mix of forces that are crashing into each other and feeding off one another's energy. At the very heart of all this is a word you really need to know: the polycrisis. Now, this isn't just having to deal with a bunch of problems at once. It's when those problems, things like climate events, political instability, supply chain nightmares, all intersect and actually make each other worse. This creates this backdrop of just constant rolling uncertainty.
So, the first big disruption, and probably the most obvious one, is technology, and specifically AI. This isn't just about doing things faster. It is fundamentally changing how we do everything. It's opening up completely new markets and, let's be honest, some totally unexpected competitors are popping up overnight. But the real kicker here is the people side of it. It forces this relentless need to upskill and completely rethink how we even find and hire the right talent. The second disruption is that polycrisis
Okay, I think that we have seen enough of the demonstration. Again, if you'd like to see this, well, in fact, I may post a link to the whole explainer video in this under the comments. So this was completely created by AI in about 3 minutes. Again, it's scripted from my sources, and I have 5 sources. It's scripted the wording itself, and it created its own graphics. Now, I can almost hear you ask, Kim, how do I put my own voice on this? Well, you can't do that yet through NotebookLM, but what you could do is you could download it. You can download this video explainer. You can download it, and then you can upload it into another app such as Descript or CapCut, or there are a gazillion AI video tools out there. You can create a transcript automatically. It will do that in a heartbeat, and then load that transcript into something like HeyGen or 11 Labs and clone your own voice. And then you'll have to do it post-production, strip out the audio from this explainer video and put in the audio that 11 Labs or HeyGen created, and you've got a video explainer with your voice. Few little extra steps. If you're not real techie and you don't want to do this, or you don't know how to do this, although it's quite easy, but if you're not real techie, go on to Upwork, hire a specialist to do that. That's the explainer video function in NotebookLM. Try it out for yourself. Let me know how much you love it and what you've used it for. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Can you imagine doing things for your kids, doing things for your kids' sports teams, doing things for, I don't know, a book club, whatever. Use your imagination, but let me know.